Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make him man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat, and not press the poor. Make God what I seen him. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red, I. How they want to see, they didn't can sell out Rasta, and sell it out, I sell out Babylon. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see, they didn't can sell out Rasta, I sell out, I sell out Babylon. Just stop on the Friday. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black? Big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Good morning. Whenever I even feel like come out here this morning, you know. But Mr. True, we not ready for tough done yet. The war between we and the commish can't over. Not just yet. Not when the commish wrote an article to the Observer with source of big words and no facts behind it, trying to use the brutal death of a 4-year-old, which up to today, we don't know if JCF involved in a Commodore massacre or not. But Commish came out, wrote an article, and I tried to insult people like me, you see. So, true because of that, the contention between we and Dr. Doolittle, Dr. County Line, just can't over, just simple so yet. All like how we're not ready for tough time yet. Him a talk, you know. Him a talk. If you follow the newspaper, then just give him space so. It look like I say him and them planning up. So me could just spill out nice things about you so. But we're gonna catch up with you. You're not fast enough. So we're not catch up with you at some point. So we're not really appear much to you, you know. We and the commish have something to start out. Because the commish called Jamaica people picnic where them a walk around and shoot down hoodlums. The commish say the state no fail them, but the state do set them up though, commish. Is it not? So the commish will come out this morning because it just can't over just so between we and a man who can only write big words but no meaning behind them, and every evidence what we see in a public show we say I just fraud. Porter without fraud, doctor. Dr. Porter without fraud. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're back on the criminality of the Jamaica Constabulary FORCE, because you must have seen a video going all over the place. Morning, everybody. TikTok, YouTube, one big good morning. All because the commissioning police, them robbed me in the wrong direction, because the commission come out with an article and the commission threw insults. I feel like I'm going to reread that article this morning. Because someone know me never hear what commish said. When I want me to read the commish article again, one article. Good morning, everybody. Welcome on the top of the screen. Like and share the live, please, and all that. But the commish came out insulting a lot of us, calling the very young men who they're shooting down hoodlums and all sort. The same young men that the Prime Minister said must be their maker. But we see where the police in Jamar's case set up Jamar killing, executed, tamper with evidence and all of that. When you hear commish come out in an article and an insult, we say we have blurred lines of victim and perpetrator, and we have distortion. There's a sector of us spreading distortion in the media. Yes, the commish actually said those things. The commish actually, I'm going to read back commish article. I don't think one of the hear the hope of big words when we read last night in a commish article. Before we go to that video, then we could go back to commish article. We have to go back to commish article. Commish come out with a hope of big words. So big words, just so. But it's not our reality, commish. It's really not the people of Jamaica's reality. I'm sure only a Jamaican can testify to that. So the police them were commish is talking about. Most Jamaicans are not aware of them or who they are, or for that matter, what commish is really on about. What is happening in the observer here when we can't get to commish? Let me try to pull it up on the computer. Because commish come out and insult Jamaicans. Commish came out and commish have no empathy, no sympathy or compassion for the parents of Jamar Ferguson. Commish said, we use that information to blur the line between victim and, what's them call it? Victim and perpetrator. He went on to describe them as hoodlums. He said everybody wants to run with the narrative, say the state fail them. So what happened to Horace Chang gun? Commish? What happened to the whole heap of gun what Horace Chang carrying out the country? Can't give them to fight against one another. We see one going on with the police and JFJ, but me not business with the whole of them anyway, because football is just kicking it from one angle to the other and then be vulgar about it. So, yeah, we want to go to the commish because, yes, to the commish bullshit, yeah. We have to read it again because we were thrown a lot of big words. Bear with. We were thrown. Why haven't I got this in that slot? Bear with me, please. Bear with me. All right, Dirty Observer, hold on. Bear with me, my peeps, because we have to read commish article. The article of big words again, because they're insulting us. And they are playing on us. This is the thing that irritates me more, is how the state can use things like these to play on the people's social conscience. Commissioner Blake called for clarity after murder of 4-year-old Shannon Gordon. Police Commissioner Kevin Blake, DR, is calling for a renewed moral clarity and collective resolve, note the big words, following the murder of 4-year-old Shannon Gordon, who was among 5 people gunned down in a St. Catherine community. In his latest column in the Force Orders, Kevin DR condemned the growing tendency to blur the line between victim and perpetrator. So I must say, when we talk about the police shooting suspect without we even know, we are saying those people are victim when they are really perpetrators. But on what evidence, Kevin, they are? On what evidence? Hold on. Let me read over this paragraph. In his latest column in the Force Order, Kevin DR condemned the growing tendency to blur the line between victims and perpetrator, urging Jamaicans to resist narratives that excuse or justify violence. Are we talking? Are we talk when we question them? We justify violence when we call for accountability from violence in uniform. That's what Kevin DR is really saying to us. Many who see murders and shooting injuries as mere numbers and percentage, which is what Andrew Holness really rely upon anyway, wants us to believe that these hoodlums, said the man, are to be treated as young men who the state has failed. Is Kevin Blake expecting us to believe that the young men that the police are planting weapons on, are they hoodlums as well, Kevin Blake? Because on a plant the weapon with the intention to shoot them down because they're not arrest anybody anymore. It look like the funeral parlor provided enough money, so Uno can't bother with a long investigation, writing statement, going to court, back and forth for years and all. Uno not in that. So Kevin Blake is saying, even if we plant guns on them, said Kevin Blake, they are still hoodlums. Because, why you have to say Kevin Blake said that? Kevin Blake, them have a story where them always cook up, where them come out here and tell we, when them shoot down with picking them say, them kind sinting after them. What that sinting is, we don't know. But them regularly pint singing after them. He argued that while poverty and hardship remain real challenges, they cannot be used to explain or excuse the deliberate killing. Ask Andrew why him so thief all when him no need to. Andrew now go through poverty and Andrew still a thief. At the same time, the commissioner reaffirmed his commitment, that's a rub me, to transparency and accountability in law enforcement. That part here rub me hard. Noting that any police-related loss of life, you know the word, loss of life, you know, you dropped a key out of your pocket or you drop a $10 out of your pocket, lost it. You see the disregard. You see the disregard for the evidence coming out of Jamar Ferguson's case. Loss of life must undergo serious and independent review. Let me be abundantly clear. This high command fully embraces this, he said, meaning the independent review, even investigation, review. However, Kevin Blake, with the title, pushed back against what he described as distortion within sections of the media. What section you talk about, Kevin? Which part you talk? You talk about we, the independent vloggers where JLP or PNP can buy? Are you talk about vlogger like Cliff Hughes? Are you talk about vlogger? Which vlogger you talk about? Because we know, say, when you come out, come say them something, yeah. And normally vlogger on a show word for. You talk we or you talk Cliff? Which one, which set of vlogger you talk about? Those who have license and those who don't pay tax? With who? Which vlogger are you referring to? Where you say, have distortion within section of the media, where isolated cases, he went on to say, are sometimes used to paint the Jamaica Constabulary FORCE as systematic, abusive, and corrupt. Come on, Kevin. Your officers go around planting guns, or they go around shooting young men, then planting guns on them. We will show you a video soon, Kevin, where your officers planted gun in some young man's car. And we know that if the young man them never spot the rate and them ever go into that car and drive off, they will all go down in a hail of bullet. Kevin Blake, is that not corruption? Is that not systemic abuse of power? Kevin Blake, when you boy them see we out a road and then use them gun, wave across the street, when them box big woman and big man and treat the entire Jamaica like them picnic, most of them, Kevin Blake. Find them to say the beat and teach. Find them plant the gun, the bullet then. When they done shot them are gonna have the gun, they do whatever them put the magazine the inner, The rest of the magazine was prepare to say a hit. The young man them pint pan them because you know Jamaicans only love pint gun. Let's no one mistake or silence for guilt, he says, nor our professionalism for weakness. What professionalism Kevin Blake is talking about, I'm yet to understand what that is. That is something that they will not have to only explain to us, is demonstrate to us, you see. So me don't know what Kevin Blake are talking about this. So like seriously, don't know what Kevin Blake are talking about. We will continue, he said, to face every challenge with head held high, grounded in facts. Don't know what facts Kevin is talking about. And I mean, if you always have to be asking left or right and look down into driver's wallet when they're going in it, I don't know how your all heads are going to be held high. Fortified by integrity. That's what Kevin Blake said. Blake message in the message written in the wake of a popular tragic series of killing underscored the emotional toll such events take on law enforcement officers and other wider community. Emotional toll. What you say? Because of that, them are mad out and just walk and shoot people, so? So what you say? Mad out, them are mad out, make them a shoot people, Kevin Blake. Or I mean, misunderstand what you say. The image we carry in our mind from these scenes are not easily erased, he said. But when you set it up, when you set up a lot of these carnages, when you go in a people's house and create this carnage as well, I mean, if that is the case, Kevin, you create more for yourself. But they must strengthen our resolve rather than weaken our spirit, he said. He reminded the public that policing is not merely about law enforcement, but about safeguarding the nation's collective conscience, he said, and the future, especially its children. I don't know if for the children they want to plant things and to shoot them down. Let this tragedy reignite our shared determination to secure every community and reaffirm the Jamaica Constabulary FORCE as steadfast guardian of the nation's peace and conscience. Yeah, he actually said all those things. It may sound like may make up something pan the Blake, but the Blake said all those things. But I want to show Blake that not only the Jamar Ferguson situation, not only Montague, not only Romario, the police is well known to plant crime in order to either arrest us or kill us. True, because instead they turn so dunce nowadays, they can't write the wicked liar statement anymore. What would have carry through court and hold for other things wouldn't come out with a blow then case out of the water. So they rather set way up for kill we. Because I do believe if these young men did drive off, they would not have been arrested. They would have been shot by the police. And then the police come out, come tell we say, them pint something after them. And then Kevin Blake come out, come tell you about transparency, accountability, and him have a blanket hoodlum. Because if the police did shoot down there one year, Kevin, and carry them in, the story we would get in the news say a hoodlums. And police tap them and they refuse to tap and then point gun at a police. And that's what you go here, don't?
Left in the car. Well, I know. You want to left in the car. Go over there now. Go move on the car, brother.
Yeah, Kevin, so the police that took up the magazine when planting at the youth, them car, Kevin Blake. The police, them used to have integrity. This is an isolated incident, Kevin. A whole heap of Jamaican been set up by these rogue police. A whole heap of Jamaican people picnic set up by these rogue police. So we have camera now to expose them more. It has always been a tug of war a long time, Kevin, between we and them as to who for story is believed. When the police say it was a shootout, or when the police say him point gun palm me, or when the police say he draw weapon at me, it's the community's word against the police. But more and more, camera provide with information to hold on accountable. And we say these are not accidental, they are rather deliberate. Such as Romario, who wanted to go to Romario house, and Romario opened the door for him. And take him past his father, carry him around the back of the house, kneel him down, make him put him hand on his head, pump bullets into him, and then come tell we say it was a shootout in the media. Look at what you do down at Cherry Tree to Jamar Ferguson. Look at what you do at Westmoreland with Montague. So how Kevin Blake will come insult with that we are using isolated incident to paint a generalized picture of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Isn't the Jamaica Constabulary Force Kevin Blake that is painting this generalized picture of themselves when shooting by them has gone up 500% in 5 years, Kevin Blake? Or am I backwards? Is it me or the commissioner is backwards? Which one are we?
Let's check it noise here again. I want to them man, my youth. What them do? What's it now? Which part?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, come to be. But you're old.
Yeah, me go and go. Yo, me now go back in a car. Me tell you, me now go back in a car.
What kind of man, my brother?
The waste man, them are yours.
Think what the boy going to car? The second man.
Just try to lock up the boy a while ago. They have one thing we record them.
Man, all that fight in the point of going down the chase when me picking up. Look at that.
Yeah. Them police officer them. Personal. My personal recordings. Okay. That's no problem at all.
Accountable policing, said the commissioner. Accountable policing, said the commissioner. When you see this level of crime committed against innocent Jamaicans by the Jamaica Constabulary Force in order to either kill them or arrest them, when we're telling you about the danger that Jamaica is becoming, we cannot allow this thing to fester, Jamaica. If you allow this police brutality to fester, it's going to be woeful down the road. Trust me. We cannot live in a society where police decide with fate whether we guilty, innocent, whether we feel live or we feel dead, whether we are criminal or we are law-abiding citizen. Jamaicans, don't you understand the danger here? Because first time we never do have the evidence to present, Now we have the evidence to present of police brutality and criminality. And Kevin come write an article of big words, dismissing the whole Jamar Ferguson murder. Them set up a mass killing in order to distract us. To talk about, is that why you killed a 4-year-old? Was that why you killed a 4-year-old? Because say that you come out and write article about, and that you come and use play upon the people's conscience, isn't it? Or a fool. Kevin Blake. They're all playing on our conscience while they're all using violence and illegality to force us into silence. Jamaica, don't see what going on. Jamaica bad man them, we're wasting the time on one another for no reason at all. Because you ask someone who have fuck all. Who don't have nothing. Who just a try to prove something to whoever. Me no know. No. So the police them a gather around, no. No can't go on. Look at the criminals, Jamaica. Look at the criminals. The uniformed criminals. But when we talk the truth of their actions and their behavior, they might tell we say we are support criminal. Whichever one we support a criminal, we are support. So it makes a blind difference to me whether you support the police or you support what Kevin DR referred to as the hoodlums. Talk to Jamaica. Whichever one you support, you're still supporting criminals. Whichever one side you're upon, you're still upon the side of a criminal. Because at least phone activity, Kevin DR, is being captured on camera. Is it not? So it's not that we are come out here with, are you saying these videos that we are playing, Kevin, are distortion? Jamaica people, wake up, It will get worse, It will get deadlier. If we don't wake up and unite against the barbarity and the police brutality, where police can just go around, go shoot you down and plant a gun upon you. Police can stop your car and plant a magazine in there. Under the new bomber-clad Firearms Act, beg your pardon, Firearms Act. You'll never see the light of day, will you? You on Prime Minister, you and I, you're just 2 years older than I am. So we're born in the same era and time and got school together. And remember what Jamaica's summer holiday was like, Prime Minister. I hope you do, regardless of how you have bust away like a baby, left the whole away, having never worked a day in your life. You remember board gun? Hey, Jesus. Lord, we country. Prime Minister, you remember board gun? Where the whole away, as school finish, we did our furniture shop in our community. Everybody, anywhere you get piece, a decent old board. That old board there, are your tie for the summer, Prime Minister, because you're going to make a board gun. with machete and knife and sandpaper. You're going to fix your board gun, Prime Minister, and you're going to fire shot out of your mouth. You come and send to you claim so you don't come and send to the better one of your father summer holiday. And board gun Prime Minister was a popular thing at St. Elizabeth. Anybody come from anybody in St. Elizabeth in the 80s know say board gun was a popular tie we make with board gun upon summer holiday. You mean say all that you go arrest with her too? The board gun Prime Minister we only fire shot out of our mouth. Poi. Them boy Lord Jesus. Boy. Because maybe arresting ones for water gun, the water gun may could have spray water into your eyes or ears and it may cause you something. Board gun Prime Minister, we will say pow or drrrr outer. What you say, Mr. Cooler and Deadly? All paper gun to? No, sir. This is serious. This is why Mr. Jamaica should wake up and pay attention to where our country is going. Because you see, the Road Traffic Act, these dunce. These high-level dunce. When Andrew Holness did want to put 12-year-old picking in a car seat, in a taxi, not even in a private car. Hey, Prime Minister, you're fool, you know. Andrew Holness, you're fool, you know. What do you fans say? I saw fool sin thing. That man you come out. That's why the only thing you can do is walk around with scissors, ribbon, shovel, and playing in dirt. We don't see you do more than that. Board gun, paper gun, water gun. It's okay for those who sell it to import it. It's not illegal. I mean, if you raid such a shop, Prime Minister, or if you raid such a business and you see all those water guns, then shouldn't you be arresting the business owner? Because the business owner is selling illegal weapons, you know, Prime Minister. What can go so? Our fool, we just deliberately fool just so. Board gun, water gun, taking the shape of a gun, mind you. So if you eat that off after the police see you with it, where will the police get the evidence from to show that you had an illegal weapon? A board gun Prime Minister, a board gun, paper gun they say, gun in the shape of a cake. I mean, a water gun, a pink or a yellow water gun, Prime Minister. 49-seat majority for 5 years. And what have you done with it? F all. Look at the Road Traffic Act. Look at the Firearms Act. Look at how you mash up the Electoral Commission and the Ombudsman. A whole percent thing you mash up in an Andrew. You think I just the public purse alone you mash up? You even mash up Jamaica standing on the world stage. You are the first Prime Minister to go around on your knees. When will the Prime Minister get up? When will this Prime Minister get up? Andrew Holness, Mayor Motley is so much of a man in the Caribbean, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, Mayor Motley is so much of a man in the Caribbean. Mayor Motley speaks like a man. She acts like a man. Your head down in front of somebody's zip or in somebody's pocket. Prime Minister, come on now, man. You don't shame when you hear Mayor Motley talk, sir? Like, talk to Prime Minister. When you hear Mayor Motley talk, you're not shame. You don't want jaw sheet. Auntie Angela. Auntie Angela. They call him the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Auntie Angela, when you hear me and Motley talk, when you see me and Motley turn up on a world stage, when you see me and Motley stand up in a car, Auntie Angela, you know shame? Auntie Angie, mistake, you know shame when you hear me and Motley, when you see me and Motley on the world stage, the strong man that Mia Motley is. Auntie Angela, next time I go up on the world stage, wear a skirt. Wear a skirt, Auntie Angela. Because the Auntie Angela-ism, where you go round, go represent Jamaica with, the go-go dancing ism, the stripping and jumping and everybody's pole, Prime Minister. Look what we have gone down to. We become the creepers. We can't stand up for justice anymore. We can't charter with direction. You have given Donald Trump the green light to kill Caribbean fishermen. You have denied Jamaicans the right to have a union, a proper union with the Caribbean. What is wrong with you, Auntie Angela? Start with a skirt, yeah? Or should we call her Auntie Samoa? Which of the name is better? Auntie Samoa or Auntie Angela? Vote now. Auntie Samoa, number 1. Auntie Angela, number 2. Vote now, please. What should we call the prime minister? Because we certainly can't get up and I call him this big, luscious grandio that he did not qualify for a title. What you say, you prefer the Auntie Angela? Auntie Angela have 2, Auntie Samoa have 1. But we cannot continue so when everybody in the world has stand up to the bloody old gringo. Mostly look like Auntie Angela win the competition. When everybody in this world has stand up to this old gringo. Now if you're keeping up with the news, you would have seen the bloodshed have comes to a halt because with Israel, a war is never over. The bloodshed has come to a halt. 20 or so prisoners of war or hostage was released to the Israeli. Almost 2,000 prisoners were released to the Palestinian side. But they have gone back to a flattened Gaza. Literally, Gaza is flattened. And Donald Trump, the gringo, the orange gringo, was standing in the Israeli parliament yesterday celebrating the American weapon that got the job done, that created the genocide, Donald Trump. That same genocide which Auntie Angela supports. Because when Auntie Angela went to the United Nations, Auntie Angela went there to condemn Hamas, but is only horrified by the genocide, the starvation, and the blatant disregard for international law. Yes, Auntie Angela, who failed last year and this year in the United Nations to vote on matters of Palestine, them go under this in a bathroom, I don't know, Rona Bakar, Rona Wheelie been fondling with who? Where was Andrew Holness and Kamina Johnson-Smith? That is the shaky piece of tripe that we call prime minister of our country. A prime minister surrounded by thieves and crooks. A prime minister who's even caught out stealing himself, barring that he wouldn't be referred for investigation by the financial division, even though he placed his own stooge there to write him a clean bill of health. The same prime minister which was in court yesterday headlock Auntie Angela with the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission, Auntie Angela, that you make sure they are understaffed. The top brass of the Integrity Commission, Auntie Angela, you make sure them not have the staff to do the work, because Andrew Holness is carrying out an onslaught on integrity in Jamaica. Andrew Holness, the same thing after Donna Parchment, I call her name right? A Parchment Brown she be again, but it's Donna Parchment. After Donna Parchment disciplined Michelle Charles for her corruption after the 2020 general election, Andrew Holness refused to appoint Donna Parchment Brown second term, which is normally what happens. And Andrew Holness leave the office vacant until he created a law to bring it under his portfolio with that crook Earl Jarrett, who we don't criticize enough. Because most of the time, because Glasspool Brown is at the front as the director of the election. But the director of ECJ or EOJ, whatever J it wants to be, is that crooked Earl Jarrett in the office of the Prime Minister. He doesn't get the criticism that he should really get. But here come Andrew and the Services Commission, that corrupt institution were responsible for employ people like Paula Llewellyn, Kevin Blake, and various other tussles in our system. Beat and teach, I don't know if Andrew applied for anonymity. And I don't, if Andrew, because sometimes in certain court cases you can apply for anonymity, meaning that the media cannot publish from the case. But I don't see why anonymity at this point. However, if they applied for it, I would be wholly against it, because a prime minister, a matter to do with the country finances, a matter of public interest. But I'm shocked that there's no reporting at all came out from what happened in court yesterday. So I don't know if the Prime Minister legal team applied for anonymity, which means the media cannot publish anything of what happened. But if the court granted that to them, I mean, that would be pissing on our foot, like literally, because this is a public interest case. It is the Prime Minister, it is integrity, it is financial investigation. The Prime Minister is attacking the very own legislature which his wife leads. So I don't if it is that he applies for anonymity and he gets it, I don't know, don't concede. But let's watch how the Andrew Holness and the Royal Reed case is going, because Royal Reed is back in court on Thursday. And we'll see if the same razzmatazz dilly-dally continues as the game, the theater of justice they have deployed against us. But a lot of institution and people is assisting Andrew Holness' corruption. The Services Commission, which is responsible for employing these office holders. If you're not going to renew the tenure of the current holders, you bunch of idiots, then 6 to 3 months before the tenure of the current office holder expires, then you would go on a recruitment drive to make sure there's continuity, or if I say the word go, in administrative and operations of the institution. But here come Andrew Holness, right when him in a court, them refuse to appoint Greg Christie. Remember me the name them, Greg Christie, Justice Panton, and somebody else. And those 3 posts are under sabotage at the moment. Those posts should have been filled before the end of the tenure to facilitate a handover. Our handover not happening in Jamaica. Handover from one office holder. Lord, when I tell you, say, nothing no work right in Jamaica. And then they have the hastiness to refer to it as the Westminster system. I mean, Britain is corrupt. You cannot get more corrupt than Britain, mind you. That nasty old third of a Queen Victoria. You really can't get more corrupt than Britain. In the midst of the belly of the beast and her corruption, though, there are systems and processes to hold those who we put in certain offices accountable. So if we want to gloat on the Westminster system, we don't have to play the part. We can't refer to the Westminster system when they want to say, oh, we have blah, blah, blah standing. Bullshit. It's literally like that. Because under the Westminster system, we can hold people accountable, corrupt as they are. As much as they want to push you here and there, you can hold them accountable. Jamaica, everybody just sell out. All those who are put in place to hold you accountable, if them not sell out, them get sabotaged. Look at the treatment Indicom get from JCF, rank and files. Because them want to go around and commit the crimes. They want to go around and murder Jamaicans. They don't like Indicom. Because Indicom, to back up with them, like all 23 police, after they shot Jamar, all 23 police have the same story. So right when Andrew in a court, Andrew sabotage the Integrity Commission. PNP, I have some lick to go on the backside, you see. Just wait till I'm done with Tufton. Because I got to tackle Tufton, you know. I just want Tufton to coil a little bit more and too fresh, you know. All over the place. Him all over the place. I try to point we in the direction where we talk about. That's why we are put it on for soak. We not talk about it on your term. We not talk about it on your term. We put it on for soak. We want you a bit stealer. You understand? Make we show Kevin Blake again, say, an isolated incident and an skewed up or distorted narrative where put out about your police, them Kevin Blake. Why we don't have a habit of watching weep on social media, but we don't know what one of police officer them do? Look at the crime, Kevin Blake. Kevin Blake, look at the crimes where ordinary Jamaicans have to deal with when your criminal police them stop. When your uniform hoodlum, Kevin Blake, stop them. Look how when they have to go through. A stop and search could end up with you behind bars for a very, very, very long time. Kevin Blake, that integrity, that transparency, that accountability, that professionalism, Kevin Blake, that holding your head high, Kevin Blake, who is this man talking to?
Listen, I can. Well, I know. You move for the car, brother. Move for the car. I can. See people on our back, sir. Just check if Lawless in the car. Wala naman niya. Tawag to them man, my youth. Tawag them man. What's it now? Which part?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. The waste man, them are yours. Just try to lock up a while ago. They have one thing we record them. Yeah. Them police officer them. Personal. My personal recordings. Okay. That's no problem at all. So officer, we can get in the name, please. And which station?
Oi.
And not attached to? Hey officers, can I get in the name and which station and not attached to, please?
Clipper na back ka, sir.
All of them number, most of them number are caught on camera. So we are waiting for a response from the Commissioner of Police, from the Minister of National Security, from the thieving Brock, the Tris Prime Minister. Because when them grown and shoot down people picking it and claim say they carry down crime, uno come out and uno praise them. Yes, Jankro, the whole uno come out and praise. So we want the whole of the same Jankro, them dead meat down here now. Jankro. Jankro, dead meat down here. There's no reason lingering in the treetop right now. Come down. Come have a feast of the dead meat. Up to now, no answer nothing to Jamar. Up to now, no answer when it come to nothing with Jamar. We see now one of police a plant magazine in a people car when them stop them. I mean, I tell Jamaicans, no safe nowhere. Whether in our home, in our car, on the street, don't safe nowhere. Because the police can set you up and bring you in and you never see the light of day for a long time. The police can shoot you down and then he can provide a gun and say that gun you point at him. We're not safe, you know? The only thing we can do to roll this back is to wake up Jamaica and unite. We cannot do it as a splinter group. We cannot do it in division. What we can do though, Jamaica, we can unite around police violence. We can unite around state brutality. We can unite around the barbaric behavior of the police. But one thing I can assure you, fear and silence is just not the way forward. Fear, may I repeat, Fear and silence is just not the way forward, because barring the fear and the silence is what makes it festers. It's what makes they think everybody is afraid of them. It's what makes they think they have authority to do it. We can only unite our way out of this, Jamaica. When police can tap a car and put a magazine or a gun in there, when police can come in our house and shoot with picnic and place a gun upon them and go put out a story in the media because the story police must be believable. Don't you think this is too dangerous a position we're in now? Don't you think it's getting out of hand? And Kevin Blake is insulting us that we are saying the Jamaica Constabulary Force is systematically corrupt, systematically abusive. This is not one rogue officer, Kevin Blake. This is how it's become systematic. It is not just a rogue officer. It's a group of them. The normal practice for all of them when they go out on these operations and then commit crime against us, there's nobody there to stand apart from the criminals. And then they are supported with the lies that they told. They are supported to look away from the things they're supposed to do, like turning on their body camera and all that. So it is systematic. Where the police officer them I get the gun them from, where them a plant from people, Kevin Blake, if it is not systematic. And then you come out here with a big word them now, for me and you quarrel, Kevin Blake. A whole article full of big word of nothing. That's what Kevin Blake thinks. He can use the death of a 4-year-old child, the brutal slaying of a 4-year-old child, to play on our conscience. Look by you too. Look by you, Kevin Blake. You barely make it out of Jamal's school. Because you say, when you did on campus or sub-campus, you stab people in their belly and run away go foreign. And then when your uncle become commissioner of police, your record was wiped clean. Anything goes so, Kevin? Just asking. Anyway, globalists, Kevin, me did come here for this morning. Kevin, me did come here for this morning because Kevin come out with them big words in an article. Dr. Jamal. But the Auntie Angela, we're waiting to see what's of the integrity. Because I don't understand. This case, there has been a constant reporting every time this case go to court. And now on a day when evidence has been presented in court, or them are hearing argument in court rather, we have no reporting from the case. So I don't know if he can or if he has applied for anonymity. And if he applies for that and get that, I would be so annoyed with the court, because this is a public interest case. This is our prime minister. This is the prime minister's integrity, you see. So tell Blake say no over with him and we and him yet. And tell Tufton say, stay a little more, Tufton. You're too fresh here now. You're way too fresh here now, Tufton. We want to take you on when you're smell. You see. So Tufton just walk and talk one hope of things in the media, so you know. And just a yap here, yap there. It's just a yapping chihuahua everywhere you go. But we not talk about it on your term, Christopher Tufton. We'll soak you first. We'll make you start smell of us before we take you on. So Uno can direct what we talk about. Just like how Commish One we talk about the 4-year-old, but you know one we talk about Jamar Ferguson. When we play the videos of Jamar Ferguson in a public, Commish I say it's distortion. Commish I say Jamar Ferguson is not a victim. These are the things Commish is saying in his article. Now. When you read the Commish article careful, and when setting big words them, this man is insulting us. And I make we know so them do the best that them can. The best that them can is to set up young men and shoot them and plant gun upon them, or to stop them on road and plant a magazine in their car. Anyway, may I go about my business there now. Thank you all for being here with us this morning on Global TV. Please do join us back this evening for the people's point of view. We don't know which one of the junker. Remember I said them a junker, you know. Because remember before the election, the Prime Minister said, we are stray dog barking after moving car, something of the sort of that. So, when it comes to dead meat, there's always this back and forth between dog and jankro. So, we'll come back this evening. We don't know which one of the jankro them will come for yet, but when we put out the broadcast, you certainly will know. Thank you very much for being here. Please give us a subscription or a follow if you are new. And please join us back this evening for the people's point of view. Thank you very much. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Rasta man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people day. Big man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rub and cheat and not press the floor. Make out what I seen him. Big man throw one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Big man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see, they didn't can sell out Rasta, can't sell it out, I sell out Babylon. Big man throw one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Big man throw one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. Rasta, I sell a house, I sell out Babylon. Yes, stop on the Friday. You might throw a stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. You might throw a stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. The prophet must say, was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, bring him and Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black, bring him and Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman Joe one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.